The Nagas will look at the Lama, and the Nagas will do things for you because of the Lama, not because of you. Does everybody understand? That's the two ways. All right? All other Nagas in the world on many levels. Some are ordinary, they're basically considered animals. They're animal realms. Okay, they're animal realms. So, Nagas are animals, but there are many levels. And there are normal ones, high ones, there are good ones, there are bad ones, just like people. There are even Nagas that attend the Shakyamuni's teachings, Tsongkhapa's teachings, when they give teachings. They will attend. If you have a third eye, you will perceive them, see them very clearly. They come dressed very well, very attractive, very handsome. They're very wealthy, and they have a lot of jewels on them. They always come very wealthy. Okay? The 9 aren't enlightened. You cannot take refuge in them. You may make gifts to them as a friend while reciting Om Mani Padme Hum. So whenever you make gifts and presentations to them, you recite Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay? These are the no-nos. Do not offer them steel. I would put brass in here also, okay, just in case. Brass, okay, but just in case. No steel, no brass, no aluminum, no meats, any type of meats, especially fish, frogs, snake meats. I mean, they're not cannibals. Okay, no meats whatsoever. Don't be smart like in America. Because in America they say, oh, chicken and fish is not meat. I don't know what it is then. Anyway, steel, brass, aluminum, meats, eggs, used items. You take a bite, here, Naga, share. Fruits that has been offered to someone else. Oh, here, Benkwi, here's some fruits for you. She didn't touch it. Oh, you don't want? Okay, I offer to Nagas. No. They're very sensitive and they have a lot of arrogance. No used items, no shared items. Oh, you put in front of Naga, can I have some? Cannot share. All their items must be exclusive and not shared. So whatever you want to give to them, it must be just for them. It is for them, bought for them, given to them. They're not like Vajragini. They're not like Tsongkhapa. Tsongkhapa, Vajragini, I can drink this one. I'll offer the rest to you, Vajragini. She'll be very delighted and happy because she has no ego. And you will collect merit. There was one monk in Tibet who was extremely poor. I think Tashi Lompo. He was very poor. He owned only one wooden bowl. And monks are very simple in Tibet. Their food is very simple. They have Tibetan tea, the monastery gives, and they have zamba, barley flour they mix in the bowl. And they make into a ball, and they eat it. That's how they live. And then when they make into a ball, they keep it separate, and they put tea in the bowl, and they drink, and they eat. That's what they eat every day. It's just 3 times a day. Some monks, that's all they eat. Okay? This monk was so poor, he's so simple, he has nothing. He would eat his tsampa in his bowl. After that, he would go and wipe it off and clean it very well. Then he would wipe it, and then he would put water in it, offer to the Buddhas. That's how he made offerings every day. Then when it was time for him to eat, he would take the water, wipe it clean, and use it for himself. And there was nothing wrong because it was from his heart. All right? He gained attainment that way. He gained attainment. So therefore, offering items that are shared cannot with Nagas. So bowls, cups, plates, any item you use for them must be exclusively theirs. Meaning if you buy a set of bowls, silver bowls, gold bowls, diamond bowls, crystal bowls, glass bowls, you buy any of that, it must be used for them and put away for them. If it's broken, you must replace it. If you cannot find the exact same one, similar, because they're possessive. They're very possessive. Okay? So their things must be exclusively theirs. Nobody else. Questions about that so far? Good. After you offer them food, you may not eat it. You may not give it to your pets. You may throw it out into the garbage, clean, or you can give it to the animals in the forest. Why? The animals don't belong to you. They won't be possessive. You give it to your animals and they say, hey, why your people eat my thing up? They might get upset. That's the difference between our animals and forest animals. Forest animals don't own by anybody. So you give, who's the owner? Nothing. Okay? And it will not bless the animals of the forest, they're Nagas. It will just fill their stomachs. Okay? Questions? None. You may offer gold items, silver items, clay items, pottery items, glass items, copper items. Paper and plastic should be okay. There is nothing in the scriptures regarding this, but it should be okay. Pearls, fresh water. You may offer them figurines. Around them, on the vase, or nearby, you may offer them figurines of dragons, frogs, and snakes. Those can be made from any object because, well, avoid those if you can. Okay? Figurines. They like that. Once you've offered it, it's theirs forever. Don't lose it. Keep it with them and move it with them. If it breaks, say sorry. Find something similar. Okay? Only the owner or the one designated person besides the owner may touch the vase or move it or make offerings. That means I'm the owner. I can say to them, I designate her because I'm not around. One person only. That's what my guru told me. So if I'm not around, she may move it. She may make offerings. She may do things for it if I have designated her in front of them and I told them it's her. Nobody else should touch the vase ever or move it or make offerings. Ever. They don't like that. Clearing the offerings, anybody can do. Anybody can. But make sure your hands are clean. They're a very big stickler for cleanliness. Okay? Everyone else should not touch them or move them in any way, shape, or form. Nobody. Next one. This was explained to me by the great Dragoon Gyaltsen Rinpoche. He told me to get the vase. He explained all this to me. Next one. If you're not doing your offerings, or you've had sex in front of them, or you farted, or you were dirty, or you were rude in front of them without just cause, they will come to you and give you warnings, and they're very quick. You will dream of snakes, either still, in your dream still, threatening, ready to bite, or they actually bite you. If the snakes are nearby and they're still, or they're ready, you're safe. If they are ready to bite you, or if they're threatening you or still, not too bad. If they have bitten you in your dream, you will get it soon. They will get you. In that case, you must make extensive offerings to them, say sorry, do lusang, even lucho. Depends on what the Lama tells you or what you know. Never lead them to the point where the snakes in your dreams bite you, and they will manifest you in your dreams very quick and clear. And they will be frightening. Very frightening. And they will come to you every single day. And then it will stop, and then they will get you. All right? They're very potent. Trust me on that one. Don't play a fool. You will also have skin problems, minor accidents, or general disharmony. Always fighting, don't know why. You say, well, how can they control me? They can't. You see, if I go here and I say, hey, you know what she said about you? You say, what? I tell him, hey, you know what he said about you? Oh, you know what she said about you again? I create disharmony. They can do that. They can create disharmony within the group. And you will fight and argue and fight and argue and fight, and you don't know why. And the purpose is very small. All right? You can have minor accidents. Extreme cases, they can possess you. Then you're finished if there's no Lama around. And if you go to any temple, and the temple medium's deity comes in and tries to help you, and the temple medium's power, or the deity's power is lower than them, you and the medium will get it. Double. Very dangerous. Okay? Never keep the lupum or the Naga vase on your altar with the 3 jewels. They must be separate. If you have no choice and they have to be on your altar, then you keep it on the side and you keep your offering separate and you visualize this is the 3 jewels, this is theirs. Okay? That's why in all Lajrangs, in all places, if you have a Naga vase, we must make a special place for them, a special accommodation, special area for them, always, that people don't disturb and touch. Because kids come, friends come, people come, servants, maids. Oh, what's that? They're finished. It's quite volatile. Yes, it's that extreme. I don't talk like this about the Buddhas, about the protectors, about anyone. I told you can offer shit to the Buddhas, you collect merit if your motivation is right. Because they're Buddhas. This is not Buddhas. Then you say, why do they invoke them? Why do they invoke? Because they can help. We can have friends that are policemen, we can have friends that are gangsters. With the gangsters, you have to be more careful. But they can help you a lot and quite quick. Okay, I didn't create this. Some of the High Lamas created it. There's a lineage. I'm just explaining to you. So, I'm not exactly a big Naga practitioner here. All right, so keep them separately. If they can be kept with your Chinese gods, I don't know. Definitely not Kuan Yin. She's Buddha. With the other Chinese gods, I don't know. Because I don't know the level. So that's your chance you have to take. Best, keep them completely separate if you have them. Okay? If you keep their wealth base correctly, you will be able to avoid or lessen the chances or healing of cancer. They are one of the main components of beings that can create cancer in your body. Strokes, paralysis, they're very good for giving people paralysis. Very, very good. Sometimes, listen carefully, sometimes this can happen, it's not common, if you offend their owner. If you make their owner upset, they will get you. So that means if I own a wealth base, and this guy is always disturbing me, make me upset, make me unhappy, always hurt me, always lie to me, cheat me, if I get upset, the Nagas might get him. Oh, yes. They can. You say, how is that possible? You have to achieve this. Example, this region has a land god. Let's say he comes from another region. He comes and argues with me. If my land god is close to me, or I've been making offerings, or he's possessive of me, my land god will get him. Have you guys heard of that? Oh, yes. So if you upset the owner, the Nagas might get you. Possessions, accidents, strokes, paralysis, in extreme cases, or even accidents and death. They won't cause you death, they'll create accidents and you die. Because they had it. And remember, their nature is like snakes, vengeful. Their nature is like snakes, vengeful. A snake, it is said, if you harm the snake, he will, even if it takes him 10, 20 years, he will find you and strike you. That's a Mongolian saying. Never harm a snake. If you harm a snake, an animal snake, if the animal is long life, the snake will smell you out and find you, and it will take years because he moves slow, but he will find you and kill you. So Mongolian saying is based on some type of truth. Snakes are very vengeful. Their sense of smell is very powerful. Okay? So therefore, if you do them well, they help you avoid cancer, strokes, contagious diseases. Many types of contagious diseases can be avoided if it's caused by them. All right? Contagious diseases can come from your karma, can come from you breaking samaya, you breaking promises. Samaya is not just to your guru, it can be to your parents, your lover, your wife, your husband. Those are samaya. When you keep breaking it and you create that karma, you know what happens? Because you said, oh, I'm going to be your business partner, I'm going to be your friend, I'm going to be your wife, I'm going to be your husband, and this person believes you, and they do everything believing you. And then when you don't do it, you lie, or you're lazy, and you say, no, I won't. Right, I won't. This person's heart is broken. This person's very disappointed. Because from happy, suddenly, you took their happiness away, very sudden. That's why strokes and paralysis come suddenly, even if there are no signs. Suddenly. Why? Karma is very strong. Karma is very strong. Okay? Some people get warnings, they're smart, they do something. Some people don't. Some people get it immediately. All right. For those who get warnings, it must be the blessings of the three jewels or their Lama or their Dharma protector. It's a blessing to delay, give them a warning, do something. If they don't, when it comes on, irreparable. No, cannot reverse already. Cannot reverse. All right? You have better business. Wealth. Sometimes you can win lottery. I've heard of that. Sometimes. All right? Put your eyeballs back in your head, Dato. Skin problems will lessen and you'll heal faster. Harmony and undisturbed by general Nagas. Other lower Nagas that might be in the area will not disturb you. They will leave you alone. You understand? You're welcome. Any questions about this? This is general knowledge. Keep this up. You can explain it to the next group coming tonight, especially the outlets people. All right? Nagas who are emanations of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and protectors, you may take refuge. You may put them with the Buddhas. You may worship them. There are Nagas who are emanations of the highly realized beings. Those are no problem at all. No problem. Example. Setrap has a horse. You can even worship Setrap's horse. You can just put Setrap's horse on your altar, worship, make offerings to the horse. Why? The horse is not an animal, the emanation of Setrap's Chile Inuba, the power of activities, emanated as a horse. So you can worship Setrap's horse, because it's his emanation. Hence, if you can worship Setrap's horse, you can worship Nagas that are emanations of Chenezik, Manjushri. You can, no problem. And some Nagas are very kind. They take refuge in the Buddha's teachings. They're very benevolent. They're very gentle. They attend teachings all the time. They practice teachings, especially the wisdom teachings they like very much. Even some of the wisdom teachings, some of the wisdom sutras are preserved in their land, in their hands, until a future time when it's necessary. They will come up and offer it to certain lamas to practice, like a Dharma, like a secret treasure. There are cases. Nagarjuna was very famous for having a strong connection to the Nagas, and they offered him many texts that they preserved that would have been destroyed. Nagarjuna is very famous for that. All right? We do Dharma practice not to have control over Nagas or to get wealth. We do Dharma practice to gain bodhicitta. When you gain bodhicitta and great love, everybody listens to you. Gods, humans, men, demons, Nagas, spirits, everybody. If they don't listen, they don't harm you. If they try to harm you, the harm cannot fruition. The harm cannot fruition. Okay, any questions about that? So again, let me repeat, in KH, we don't have any Naga vases for sale or available to people because there's a danger, and I don't promote these things. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who will make mistakes and forget. What we promote is enlightened wealth vases. That is all. And enlightened wealth vases, you can even drop it, dump it down the toilet. The Buddhas, Zambala, Namtose will never, ever harm you. You get bad karma because it's a holy item. The bad karma doesn't come from them doing it to you. The bad karma comes from you desecrating a holy object. Imagine if you desecrate or show disrespect to a Naga, to a wealth vase, like a Zambala wealth vase. Imagine if you show disrespect to a Buddha statue. Imagine if you show disrespect to a Vajrayogini image, and you have negative karma. The karma is even worse when you show disrespect to your Lama. Why? Your Lama teaches you Dharma, they don't. So people who are able to be very careful with statues and don't want to harm them and destroy them or hit them, but they can harm their Lamas, it shows you very clearly their lack of understanding in the three jewels in Dharma. It shows you very clearly. Okay? Any questions about this?
Thank you, Richard.
If let's say someone who has this usually happens in the Chinese community, that they don't want to keep it anymore.
Give it back to the center that gave it to them. Don't give it to any center. Give it back to the center that gave it to them. Not any center. I don't want them to start dumping at a KH and we have like 80 Naga vases down there with Taming and Gimli running around. They'll be in possession nonstop. Not any center. Why? They will feel abandoned. You just dropped me here. You take them back to the owner, they'll be like, oh, okay, I'm back home. They won't like you, but there's a chance they leave you alone.
There's last time when they invite the Naga, they said it should be buried under the ground. Is
I don't know. There are thousands of rituals. I don't know. I'm giving you general ones. She want to bury lot. Someone step on it, pee on it, dog, whatever. I don't know. Okay? When you bury, you don't just dig a hole and bury it. You got to do some rituals, some prayers. That's why I see some of these Tibetan lamas, they wear robes. It's like business. I don't like. That's why I don't like center hopping.
But Rinpoche, we will never know as a human like us whether it's enlightened or unenlightened. Isn't it?
Correct. So you just treat it the way I told you, the guidelines. Exactly. You will never know. So you treat it with disrespect, it'll be fine. Because if it's a Buddha, he don't care. She don't care. If it's not, they say, oh, you respect me. All right, well, don't harm you, and I help you. Knowing this, you guys say, well, I'm not going to buy the Naga vase. Good for you. But all the hundreds of other centers of Malaysia, no one educated them. No one. No one explained. That's why, if we cannot spread the Dharma, it is said in Tibetan, we take care of the Lama. We take care of our Lama with devotion and faith so that he can spread the Dharma to others. If we can spread the Dharma, then we don't need a Lama, do we? But if we cannot spread the Dharma, and we also don't take care of our Lama and always show disrespect, then we don't want the Dharma to spread, do we? If we always make trouble for our Lama, if we always make difficulties for our Lama, if we always make obstacles for our Lama, it means we don't really want the Dharma to spread, no matter how much we talk. The actions speak louder than words. Very loud, very clear. Okay, that's it for this.